So what's great with BradsDeals is that we're trying to be in the news business. So it's one thing to get a great deal somewhere, but we're trying to report on all the great deals that are going on. So it's not you don't need to just go to Amazon or Overstock.com or Groupon or wherever. Every day at BradsDeals, we're publishing the top 50 or 100 deals across the internet. So it's really we're trying to be that one-stop source for everything great deals. We have two revenue streams. One is advertising, and you see banners and things like that. That's really great for anybody. Anyone can do that. It's a great way to monetize any website that's getting enough traffic. And the other is, as we've grown, we've layered on performance-based, revenue sharing. So with certain retailers, if someone buys something by clicking through BradsDeals, we'll get a small portion of that sale. The huge amount of information is really the business challenge for us because part of our job is consuming a ton of information every day, and we have we approach it a couple different ways. We have a great team, a great editorial team, full of experts on shopping and great deals, and they're reviewing a ton of information. We automate certain things in the back end. I mean, nothing. We don't. There's no automation as far as everything's handpicked and written and that kind of thing. But there are tools we use to compare prices and help us research. But ultimately, that's what we're doing the most of. Is just doing a ton of reading and research and comparisons, and really trying to make sure that something is the best deal, because we only publish deals that we can establish are the best. So that's a pretty high hurdle, and that was sort of the opening with the business too, is because the first generation of comparison shopping was sites like shopping.com and PriceGrabber, and they're great tools, but they're very limited. They simply they show you the lowest prices. They show you the prices at every store, so you can sort it and you can find out what the best price is. But the best price isn't the best deal. It's missing a lot of different factors. It's missing coupons. It's missing rebates. It's missing what kind of credit card you use. It's missing the subjective question of whether or not you'd really want to be shopping at that given store in the first place, and many times you don't want to be. So there's a lot of additional layers there, and we thought coming at it from a human perspective was the right way to solve it, because ultimately shopping is incredibly subjective, and we thought that everyone else had been approaching it in a highly automated way and sort of a robotic, cold way, and when we thought that human subjectivity was really the key to the puzzle. Mike, the great thing about BradsDeals for me is that I was doing this for fun before. I do it for fun in my spare time still, and it just fits. I mean, I must have some inherent frugality or something, but it's sort of uniquely suited for my interest, and ultimately I like I said, I was doing this. I've always found great deals and things. Always liked that puzzle. And was doing this when I was in college, and my friends the people I was going to school with started finding out about it, and word spread, just in a small community, and that's what really sort of inspired me to build a way to tell even more people about it. Well, one of the things, so this was definitely not a business modeled kind of business. So I never sat down and had some grand plan. I just found something I liked doing and kept pursuing it, and it just sort of happened. And I think that's a pretty good takeaway. I think you're more apt to find something you like doing, find something you want to spend years of your life devoted to, if that's the situation, as opposed to if you're sort of seeking out just random other things that you think might sound like they're a good business model. Because this, every single person that I knew discouraged me from pursuing this. So that goes to show that some things that might not sound like the best business model, end up ultimately being that. As far as college goes, yeah, it's interesting to, it's sort of an odd dichotomy to be in school and hanging out with kids who are, getting drunk on a Wednesday night and while you're trying to start an internet company. But um, at the same time, it's still like that right now. I have the same friends, and they're probably still getting drunk on Wednesday. So it's remarkable how little things change, I suppose. So, the first thing is just to give yourself a little patience. So give yourself, in a perfect world, 2, 3, give yourself a couple weeks, really. And if you do that, and then if you quickly just get an idea for what the sort of market price for the TV or pair of shoes or whatever it is you're buying, as long as you can, get the market price and give yourself some patience, and then just, in a very brief, quick way, pay attention to a few different resources. Pay attention to the most popular stores that sell it. See what the coupons in the marketplace are. Over the course of a week or 2 or 3, you'll more than likely find a price drop or a huge coupon that comes out for a limited time, and that's certainly the right approach. That's what we tend to do. I mean, I'm very close with my UPS man. I eat a lot of our own cooking, so I try to give myself. I try and not let the impulse of wanting something immediately get in the way of waiting a week or 2 for a great deal to come along. I wish I could bottle that up, right? So it's funny. Those things they just happen in the oddest ways. I was on the Today Show one time, and the only reason that happened is because the one of the producers of the Today Show was not in New York. He was on the road somewhere, and he was in a hotel somewhere. And the USA Todays are always at the door in these hotels, and he was reading the USA Today for probably the only day that year he was reading it, and we happened to get mentioned in the paper that day. So, and then 2 days later, I'm in New York on a TV show. So they seem to happen very serendipitously, but the hope is that as long as we keep doing a good job and having an interesting website that's appealing to people, and the word is spreading and people are telling their friends that stuff, that maybe the next friend that gets told about BradsDeals is a reporter somewhere. So I think that just building a good, interesting, compelling product is really the best way to go. I think it's great. It's an incredible way to communicate with our user base, and that we've only had that for maybe a year and a half or so. But again, it's just a symptom, I hope, of doing a great job every day. I mean, it seems like it keeps sort of ticking up incrementally every day for the last year and a half or so. And what's great is that's ultimately what we're trying to do. Is you want to build something people like, and Facebook has built such a clever way to literally make that exact statement. And it's just incredible for me to see, and it's a really neat thing to have, and that hopefully that facilitates more people finding out and people telling their friends, and you can obviously see what your friends like on Facebook. So we're thrilled to see it, and are going to continue to use Facebook as a way to communicate and do giveaways and contests and ask questions, and it's an incredible channel, real-time channel to communicate with our audience.